What is up, everybody? How are you all doing today? In today's video, you're going to notice that the audio is doing a little bit better. We've changed things up here at the studio, and what we're going to do is make things cleaner from this point forward. But in today's video, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you all how to get the shiny pseudo legendaries that are in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now, this list is not extensive per se, but there are a few. So, looking at the list, we've got Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, Garchomp, Hydreigon, Goodra, Kommo-o, Dragapult, and Excalibur. Now, for sake of simplicity and to save you guys some time, what we're going to be doing is getting just a couple of these just to show that they are here and that they are shiny. So, the first one I guess we're going to start with is probably going to be Goodra, because I do like Goodra, and Goodra's Hisuian form should be here, and then I do like Kommo-o, and I'm a big fan of Dragapult, so I guess we'll be doing those three in this video. But do know that the rest are available, both shiny and non-shiny. To get them non-shiny, I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's go ahead, start catching some trade fodder. If you enjoy this content, this type of content that I've been making, do watch this video all the way to the end. And if you do want to support us, please consider checking us out over on patreon.com/Pokemon Collection, as well as maybe checking out the little join button down below so you can become a YouTube member. Now, let's go ahead and get into the video, and thanks for watching. Alright, so here we are. We are over in the game, gonna catch ourselves some, I guess, Hoppip and some Fletchling. It doesn't matter what you catch, when you catch it, or how you catch it, as long as you can catch it. I do recommend early game fodder. That way you're not giving up anything crazy. What you send to the bot does not matter. That's completely up to you, like I said, but you don't want to go sending things that you find valuable. I apologize that these setups keep getting changed every time you guys see it. I'm sure it probably doesn't bother you that much. You're still getting your Pokemon, but it's been a pain, man, working with different softwares, different OSs, trying to find something nice for you guys. And even though that part doesn't matter too much to you, I do hope that my attempts are not in vain. So the next thing that we're going to catch is it Swaddle? It's Scatterbug. Why do I get those two mixed up?
That's silly. That's silly.
And so after we catch a third one, we're going to start doing the nicknaming. Now, I did mention earlier that you could get the non-shiny versions. Now, the non-shiny versions, I'm going to let you all do your research there. I do recommend using something like Bulbapedia for that research, and I'll explain it. Don't worry. We're going to catch this other Hoppip, and then we're going to start nicknaming. I hope you all are doing super duper well. I'm very excited. All of this content has got me fired up. I've actually got a plan to make some other content coming soon. I don't know when that'll be, but I've got some other type of content that's not just these Pokemon and item and all these code bots and stuff. So pretty excited about that, as long as I get a chance to sit down and make that happen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our Pokemon, like open up the X menu, go to the Pokemon that you just caught, check summary, and change its nickname. If you have nicknaming turned on, you can nickname them right away whenever you get them, but I have nicknaming turned off, so it doesn't, you know, I prefer it this way. It's much easier for naming things, I guess, quickly and all together. I don't know. It's more organized for me. And so, what did I say we were going to start with? Goodra. I'm a big fan of Goodra. And then next up, we're going to go down to our Scatterbug, and we're going to nickname it Kommo-o. And hopefully Kommo-o, I'm 99% sure I have it here in shiny. If I don't, and you don't see this trade happen in this video, do know that it should be there after. But I should have it prepped. I should anyway. Whoops. We're going to nickname that third Hoppip, and we're going to nickname it Dragapult. Before you go any further, please know that you do have to have Nintendo Switch Online. You can't trade with me unless, you know, you were like my next door neighbor, you were on my Wi-Fi, and then we might be able to trade locally. But otherwise, you're gonna have to have Nintendo Switch Online, because that's a requirement from Nintendo, so you can play online with other people. That's not my fault. I wish I could fix that, but I can't, unfortunately. I'm sorry. The thing that I was gonna mention was to get these non-shiny, you just need to know their national dex number. I've got a video on that. You should be able to see it somewhere up in the corner. It's a card. If you're on TV, you might not see it, but you pretty much take their national dex number and you put that in. Make sure that you have like a placeholder 0, because there's 4 0. You'll see. Go watch the video. you'll see it. All right, so we went ahead and got our 3 Pokemon here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to press L while we've got this menu open. Well, I'm going to go ahead and open Poke Portal. Either way, push the L button once you open either Poke Portal or from the X menu, and that'll connect you to the online mode. Again, you do need Nintendo Switch Online for that. If you don't have Nintendo Switch Online, you're going to be met with an error there that'll tell you that you need to have it. Go into Link Trade and look in the description below. There are 9 different codes to choose from. There's 1247, 1247, all the way to 1247, 1255. What I would recommend is trying each code at least 3 times. Usually we can find the bot on the first try, but if you don't get the bot, then obviously you're not going to get the Pokemon you want. But the Pokemon that should be connected to that bot, or the bot's name, sorry, should be PKCL. And you'll see that whenever we try to connect here. Now, usually, especially whenever I record these videos, things aren't too busy, so you should be able to get it first try. And we'll try it here. We'll try to get it first try here. And if we can't, you know, it is what it is, but we're going to try to get it first try. And again, if we don't, it's no skin off our nose. We'll just try a couple more times. The longest that it takes to search for a trainer is about 30 seconds. So for those of you saying that you're wasting hours, please stop lying. And so we're waiting patiently, searching for a trade partner. Again, you should only ever have to wait up to 30 seconds. It said no one could be found, so we're going to try that code one more time as quick as possible. Do make sure you go into it as quick as possible. That means someone may be trading with it. You should have some luck on your second run through with it. If not, the third one should be totally fine. I live by that 3rd time's a charm rule. And see, a trade partner has been found on the 1247 1253 code, and PKCL is the one that we got hooked up with. You can see that trade partner up in the top left corner. We're gonna offer Goodra, our Hoppip named Goodra, and there's our shiny Goodra. I don't really like that shiny sprite that much. Goodra already kind of looked a little gross, but I do like the design somehow, some way. She's such a, I don't know, it's so strange. I like her design despite her being some strange like snot dragon. I don't know. What do you guys think about Goodra? Do you like Goodra's design? If you do, let me know in the comments below. If you don't, well, just don't get Goodra. But this video is for those of you who are wanting some pseudo legendaries. And so I'm going to go ahead and back out of this trade, actually beat the bot to it, and then I'm going to go back into Link Trade as quickly as possible. I'm going to begin searching. Now, do remember that in the middle of the trade, you saw the little attention pop up. I'll show it to you guys in the second trade. There's an attention pop up that shows up, and if you don't push A, the trade will get canceled. So let's go ahead and pick Kommo-o, and it should be in here. If not, that's a shame, but it should be. There it is. So shiny Kommo-o, we're going to hit trade it, and you see this attention. If a communication error occurs or your system gets turned off while you're trading, you won't be able to trade Pokemon for a while. Push A. You have to push A to clear that. If you don't push A, the game will cancel the trade. Not the bot, the game. It will cancel the trade. You will not be able to trade unless you push A to, I guess, acknowledge that. I think it's stupid. I think that Game Freak really needs to do something in terms of that. They're doing all of these updates, but they're not addressing some of the dumber things that are there. And I think that that's one of those things that needs to be addressed. Like, sure, it's fine. It's been like that for what, a year or two now. So it's whatever. I guess it's just annoying, and people get hung up on it all the time. I don't know if it's like newcomers who just have never traded a Pokemon before, or whatever the case may be. Just remember to push A. I hate seeing people think that the bot's all junked up and all this stuff whenever it's not the bot. It's typically user error, and that's okay. It happens. Ignorance is bliss, and I'm here for it. And so we're gonna go pick Dragapult, our Hoppip named Dragapult. I think I spelled it right. By the way, if you don't spell it right and you do hook up with a bot, it's gonna give you a random Pokemon, so do make sure that you spell it right. You do have to spell the correct name. You have to. If you don't spell it correctly, it's gonna give you some random Pokemon that doesn't even matter. So, I mean, it might matter. You could trade random Pokemon to it if you really wanted, you know, play PKCL bot roulette, but I don't know what it would give you. I think it goes in Dex order, so if you're interested in that, sure. Anyway, there's our 3. We're gonna back out of the trade. We're gonna take our Goodra, our Kommo-o, and our Dragapult. We're gonna have a look at them. So let's do that. Let's have a look here. So they are all holding Master Balls, so good for that. So PKCL is the trainer name. Ooh, the Goodra knows Tackle and Absorb, but good news, it's level 100, so you can push A and you can remember moves, and you can go down here and remember any of of the moves that you need. If you don't like its ability, remember that there are ability patches. Also a video, you should see the card somewhere up there. And then it looks like there are quite a few ribbons here and a few marks as well. And then we'll go down and look at Kommo-o. Same, some marks and ribbons, just a couple of basic moves. Obviously, bulletproof is the protects the Pokemon from ball and bomb moves. That's cool. So we got the shiny Kommo-o. You could teach it any of the moves that you wanted to. And Dragapult, Bite, Quick Attack, Astonish, Infestation. Prevents any Pokemon's moves or abilities, whatever. You get the point. And then it's going to have ribbons and marks. And yeah, there you go. I guess that's pretty much that. Enjoy. If you guys enjoyed the video, then thanks for watching all the way to the end. Very, very, God, I really appreciate that one. Thanks for sticking all the way to the end. I hope that the quality of this video is much better. The editing is always on point. However, the echoing, that was all me, and I apologize for that. And hopefully now that should be fixed. So that being said, again, if you enjoy the video, you enjoy the improvements to these videos, and you enjoy the quality, please consider checking us out over on patreon.com/Pokemon Collection, or you can click the little button down below to become a member of the YouTube channel. Yeah, like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Do me the biggest favor in the world and stay optimistic.